full of heroes, because heroes die.
Marcus, my wife got hurt tonight.
We're the Grindhouse! We are villains!
I hired you to outsmart these people, Marcus. I did this for nearly 2 years. It became more about Brandon K, the wrestler, than Brandon K having my back.
He didn't have what it took to walk out with this. He had it, and he gave it up.
We shouldn't have to beat anybody more than once. We beat everybody.
You two wanted to interfere and hit me with your tag team championships. We're going to take your tag team championships.
You're defending that Ryse Grand Championship, and it is going to be 2 out of 3 falls.
Let you know the team is going to end you.
Honey Badger, Lee Moriarty, the main event.
I'm gonna break every bone in your little body.
We're on the urge of an eruption. I say we let them kill each other.
Don't cry in the future. What else than Ryse? Because the world is ending!
From Guerrero, Florida, weighing in tonight at 206 pounds, accompanied by Benjamin C. Steele, RPW, Robert Parker Williams.
August 3rd of 2019, it is Ryse Pro Wrestling back at the Stronghold. My name's Tre LaMar, being joined by the legendary Paul Atlas on what could possibly be the biggest night in the 2+ year history of Ryse. Paul, the Grindhouse versus Ryse in this jam-packed crowd in Lamont Furnace, Pennsylvania. Everyone is on edge here tonight, and to kick things off, we have Golden Sheik with an opportunity for some revenge for one Tyler Voxx.
And introducing his opponent, from Columbus, Ohio, weighing in tonight at 189 pounds, he is the Appalachian Werewolf, Tyler Voxx.
And Jim, I'm going out on a limb here, but I don't think it's going to be very far. This is the night of Ryse Wrestling. This entire company will be on the line tonight as Ryse goes up against the Grindhouse after months and months of acts. It all comes to a head tonight. And on this night, Tyler Voxx could take his career here in the Stronghold to the next level. We saw him best Calvin Couture in not one but 2 previous matches.
You get a good shot of my
and that brings us here to RPW, the other half of the very well-versed Golden Sheik tag team. And as much as RPW is known as a tag team specialist, a man with a PhD in tag team wrestling, which I know you can appreciate, make no mistake about it, whether it's singles or tag division, RPW is one of the most durable and time-tested veterans that we've seen here on the Ryse roster.
That's right, Jim. He definitely, as you said, has a PhD between those ropes.
Once again, August 3rd of 2019, we kick things off here. And that's one thing, I don't believe that Williams has made a career as a sportsman. Paul, let's not forget it was back in March at Uprise. Tyler Voxx defeated the previously mentioned Fashionista Professional Wrestling to gain entry to the Ryse roster. In a rematch, he bested Couture again just last month And now we have RPW here to exact some revenge. And let's not forget about the wild card at ringside, BC Steel.
Yeah, and I'm not going to take anything away from Calvin Couture, but right now he's taking on the top of the card or the top of the team as I see it. Robert Parker Williams brings a lot more to the table than Calvin Couture. Again, that's not to take anything away from Calvin.
Oh, just in terms of in-ring experience, absolutely. Exactly. I mean, even Couture will tell you that RPW is a tremendous mentor in terms of the experience and ring IQ that RPW brings to the table.
Yes, right now you can
nice leverage maneuver by Voxx. RPW will have the experience advantage, but Voxx may have the speed advantage, and that's what we're seeing on display right here. But like a true veteran, RPW creating an impromptu timeout, trying to slow things down here.
That's right. If Tyler Voxx beat what we would call the student twice already as far as Golden Sheik is concerned, tonight he takes on not just the student, but the master.
And this is a trademark of RPW as well. He is a hard-hitting athlete. Williams hits the buckle and gets launched out of the corner. 2 feet firmly in the chest. RPW all out of sorts, seeking the safety of the outside.
Yeah, this would be where Voxx may have an advantage because, you know, Robert Parker Williams, being the experienced veteran he is, he cannot take this man lightly.
And I believe Tyler Voxx is telling referee George to lighten up on the count here. Let's be honest here. Tyler Voxx knows that Golden Sheik's motive here is for revenge. They want some payback. We know Voxx wants to make his case without any exception, and he does belong here.
Yeah, he wants for a count-out victory. He wants a clean-cut 1, 2, 3 here tonight.
And make no mistake about it, RPW and Steel will squeeze this count for as much as they possibly can.
Oh, they'll take this match into next week if you let them.
Hesitation from Williams gets brought in the hard way. A rare mistake from RPW. Let's see if Voxx can capitalize. Voxx can really generate, and that's the wild card. We talked about it.
And just like that, RPW's back on top in this match.
The complexion of this matchup changing instantly, and that's exactly what RPW can do inside the ring ropes.
Yeah, we said Voxx is looking for a clean 1, 2, 3. I don't think Robert Parker Williams cares if he wins at all in this match. He just basically wants to take Voxx out.
And again, we're seeing Steel exploit the advantage. I'm not sure what the hell he's doing up on the apron. If he's not careful, he'll fracture a foot again. Kurt Hennig, neck snap off the ropes. Lateral press here, not enough body-on-body contact. Do you realize Steel legitimately fractured his foot tripping down one step? One, as in singular. One step, the man was able to break a bone.
He's never been the most graceful one of the bunch, that's for sure.
Trust me, as a mind, he's mental level. Physically, he's a klutz. And man, Voxx runs into the back elbow. The ring positioning from RPW in that juncture was perfect.
And this is where he's going to press this advantage now.
That's the vicious side of Williams here. Grinding the forearm into the cheek and the throat.
I know we've mentioned this on more than one occasion of RPW trained by the late, great Devil Budokan, and he knows how to be dastardly, and he knows how to be mean and nasty in that ring.
Voxx throwing some kicks there. And you see Williams suckered him in. Williams knew exactly what to do. Voxx telegraphed himself, and Williams made him pay. The experience advantage cannot be understated. Oh, man! And I believe they literally snapped one of the buckles there.
I think they did.
You want to talk about impact? That was dangerous. Voxx is lucky he didn't tumble head first to the concrete there.
He could have landed on top and cracked his skull open very easily.
Voxx with the unorthodox offense, excuse me.
Easy for you to say.
Paul, I gotta be honest. On this night, everyone is on edge on the night that the Grindhouse collides with Ryse. And if what we're seeing here is any indication, they may tear the damn building apart.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. If Grindhouse wins this thing, we may all be on the unemployment line tomorrow.
Voxx and Williams back up here. Stiff kick. Shades of the Dutch kickboxing system with that liver shot. Very dangerous situation coming off those ropes. And you want to talk about being willing to take a chance. That's Tyler Voxx right now. Cinches Williams up. Williams puts on the brakes. And we're talking about kidney shots. There's Williams going right to the kidneys and dumps Voxx on the back of his head. Bounced off the canvas that time. Lateral press. Did you notice how Williams used the forearm in the course of that cover to just grind across the face of Tyler Voxx?
Yeah, that's how you keep a man down. You grind him into the mat there. You grind across those ears. You break that ear cartilage. You're going to throw a man's equilibrium off.
And a stiff shot, hooking that clothesline around the collarbones.
Man, knocked him out.
Pinpoint precision from Williams, but we're seeing a lot of tenacity from Tyler Voxx. We heard the contact. You don't get up from a shot like that unless you want to make an impact. Williams has him hooked up. Voxx puts on the brakes, leverage maneuver, hooks the legs.
You got him.
And just that quick.
Here's your winner, as the result of the pinfall, the Appalachian Werewolf, Tyler Voxx!
Voxx is 3-0 against Golden Sheik.
It may be as simple as Tyler Voxx has the Golden Sheik number, because as you said, he is batting 1,000. But I have to wonder, what does that devious man in the ring have in mind? Because we know that BC Steel and RPW are always plotting and always planning. But for right now, on what could be the biggest night in Ryse, a signature win for one Tyler Voxx.
David Lawless, Esquire, and Dr. Daniel C. Rockingham. #Privilege.
Paul, I think I could see the arrogance quite literally oozing off of the gavel.
Yeah, if there were two bigger shysters in this building, it has to be these two right here. You got a snake oil salesman and a lawyer. You don't get much treat cheaper than that.
If Benny Hinn and Johnny Cochran were a tag team, I think they would be these two. And Cochran's been dead for a long time, so do the math on that one.
I'm sure he's rolling over in his grave, too, with somebody like the gavel David Lawless.
And while we're trying to repair the second rope, let's just call it as we see it here, this is going to give Dr. Dan more time to shill his damn self-help system.
Damn it, hurry up and work on that ring, kids.
I'm going to need a dose of Benadryl. I think I'm getting hives with Wallace being out here.
Man, I don't know what this person had on their hand. It smells terrible.
God help us if he tells us where he's been putting
Ladies
his
and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Daniel C. Rockingham. Like my wonderful, illustrious, world-famous voiceover man told you, I am not only a motivational speaker, but I am your guru, and I'm here to change your lives with my business partner, David Lawless, Esquire. How are you today, sir? Hey. I don't know if any of you know, we've had a couple of matches together, and I have been changing David's life. Listen, what I wanted to come out and say to you
is that ever since meeting Dr. Daniel C. Rockingham, I'm a new person.
He is.
If you follow the DCR method, it will change
Dedication, confidence, and respect.
your whole outlook on life, okay? Before, when I would come out here, I would say that you smelly, stupid hillbillies who live on Social Security couldn't do anything with your lives.
But now, with dedication, confidence, and respect, we are privileging all of you to uplift your lives.
Right. I don't say that stuff anymore. Like, I would tell you that you're a moron that's never going to graduate from high school. But I don't have to say that anymore because I met Dr. Dan.
If you open the pamphlet to the third trifold, morons is crossed out.
No more morons.
You are not morons. You are not all privileged because of myself and David Lawless. Because our system is totally and 100% original.
That's right.
And it is for each and every one of your own good.
If I can change, you can change also.
God, I'm hoping for a power
Walk into the
outage.
Cold War with that.
Thank you. I don't know what this is, but thank you.
Someone interrupted them, that's all that matters. That's a working class hero if I've ever seen one.
I'll tell you what.
He saved us from listening to Lawless and Dr. Dan. So all praise Jim Sterling.
Give that man a bonus.
When I think of Sterling in Pittsburgh wrestling, this isn't exactly the Sterling that I would think of, but
No, but hey,
he's here. He
I'll take
saved
it
us.
tonight. I'll take it tonight.
A real-life walking video game has entered the stronghold.
Thank you. Clap a bit more, I need to catch my breath after the exuberant entrance.
I think he said he blew up on the way to the ring.
So, Mr. Lawless and the good doctor, it is my privilege to make your acquaintance. Now have a look at your literature.
Can this guy read?
So it's a little crisp. Can you pick it up and put it on the back a bit?
He broke the mic, Paul. But hey, at least we can't hear Wallace if the mic is broken.
This is true.
This guy's over with me.
You're a very good man.
I left my steamer upstairs. You can, yeah, there you go.
Working now?
Well, what's wrong?
He's thinking it over.
It's good quality literature.
I don't know if he's constipated or he doesn't like what he's
This
reading.
paragraph here, it's just dialogue from Iron Man 3. Not even a good Marvel film. This whole section is just Game of Thrones family words.
I think it's some
75% of this is plagiarized.
copyright infringement from Dr. Dan. Who would have thought?
You might want to talk
How
to
dare
him.
you?
What are these bits here? The extra payments for a spa day?
Yeah, look, we have a lot of these.
These are micro payments. Now I may be the super heavyweight supervillain, but I am not anti-consumer, sir.
All hail capitalism, Paul.
I know.
Sir, no one can hear you. You might want to grab the other microphone, please. I can't even hear you over here. All I hear is blah, blah, blah. Dr. Dan's here to change your life.
Is this a bit better? Good, I really want you to hear this bit, where they managed to misspell the word privilege without using any of the letters in the word privilege. There's not an X in privilege.
I think Dr. Dan needs some hooked on phonics.
This is a shameful sham, boys. This is a plagiarized, unproofread mess, boys. This is the problem with privilege, boys.
What are you talking about?
Well, you think you can just coast through life, misspelling words, not even being able to spell the name of your own tag team correctly, with a cheap... Hang on, no, I've got to go over there. I've got to touch this cheap...
No, you're not touching me!
Cheap Logitech headset!
Hey! This costs more than that. The supercharged version of this costs a lot of money, okay? I tried.
They're fraud!
I am not! Hey!
Fraud!
Nah!
This is garbage literature for trash people.
You know what? This has changed my life. This man has changed my life because before I would have called someone like you an overcooked baked potato from Wendy's that couldn't even get close enough to a woman to smell her.
He used to say that. He doesn't anymore.
I would have called you someone that looks like they got run over by a car from Fast and the Furious and made it out alive.
Fast Five's the worst one, though. Fast Five's the worst one. Because all of you like Fast and Furious don't lie.
I bet you morons saw Haught and Shaw too. But
That's the worst one.
But now, Mr. Charlie, I don't say that stuff anymore. I don't think you're a moron, or a baked potato, or a loser.
Bullcrap.
I see what you're doing, lads. It's very clever. Very clever. But the main problem here is you're just hating what you can't have.
We don't have any of that, I don't think.
For the loyal stargazers, they know I look fabulous. And that's why it is my pleasure, my privilege, to be your acting general manager tonight.
What?
Because there's been too much chaos here at Ryse. And don't get me wrong, a little bit of chaos, a little bit of the old ultra-violence, that really revs my engine. But chaos must be calculated, cultivated, and controlled. There must be someone in charge. You can make a ship with the highest quality wood. You can crew it with experienced, fearless sailors. But if the ship's captain is drunk in his quarters, that boat's going nowhere. Every ship needs a captain. Every nation, a leader. Every hive, a queen. And maybe, just maybe, I could be your queen.
I'm all for Freddie
Consider
Mercury
tonight my
reference.
audition for the permanent role of Ryse General Manager. First order of business, and this is good. No, this is good. No, this is good. We're going to have a match right now. It will be Hack Tag Privilege. That was a good one. I thought that was quite a good round of applause for me. Thank you. Versus two very good friends of yours. Braddock, Lewis the Nerd. I love their name. They are military intelligence.
Oh, I'm not sure what the hell just happened.
I got nothing. But it looks like we're going to have a match now between the moron twins out here and military intelligence.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, at a combined weight of 331 pounds, they are the Athlete Lewis and the Keystone Soldier, Tre LaMar. They are military intelligence.
Jim Sterling may be from another universe, but I have to agree with this decision. Military intelligence renewing a rivalry with #privilege. Let's not forget Dr. Dan and Lewis. They've had problems since the inception of Ryse.
And then there was that unforgettable boot camp match between Drake Braddock and David Lawless. These people have torn this house down before, and on a night where anything can happen, this is about to happen.
We've talked about how competitive the tag team division has been here at Ryse, and this is a prime example of that. #privilege going for the Pearl Harbor job.
Now, military intelligence expected it, though.
I got to be honest, Paul, with as eccentric as our guest GM is here tonight, will #privilege be thrown off their game? Clearly, they weren't expecting this matchup. We weren't expecting this matchup. But military intelligence is ready to roll, brother.
Yeah, #privilege thought they were just going to come out here and spit their rhetoric once again, but our acting general manager, he had other plans for that.
Para drop kicks has privilege seeking the safety of the outside. Hey, wait, Sterling's concerned.
Yeah, he's trying to help out Dr. Dan there. Oh, well, now he's getting a consoling hug from his lawyer.
Look out.
Military intelligence put on the brakes.
Look out.
There goes Lewis, and there goes Drake.
Punches in stereo take out Dr. Dan and the gavel. Military intelligence could be looking for a statement victory on Ryse's biggest night.
And these two guys have definitely stepped up their game since first teaming up together in the tag team tournament, and it looks like they have got everything together here tonight.
We are really seeing the evolution of military intelligence as a team. Beautiful standing press from Drake Braddock. As you said, Paul, Drake and Lewis were a randomly paired tag team together, and we've seen them grow by leaps and bounds. And that plagiarized literature will no longer have a place here in the Stronghold.
Yes, and I can't be happier about that. Just look at the way military intelligence is working together as almost like they're a finely polished tag team at this point.
A well-oiled machine, easy for me to say.
Well, there's a whale outside the ring here in Sterling, but I digress.
Hey, he interrupted Dr. Dan. He's over with me. He's great. I'm glad he's here.
I'm going to buy him a donut after this.
Snapmare from Drake Braddock. Spinal tap.
Hooks the leg.
And make no mistake about it, Paul. Drake Braddock he's a very energetic guy. Let's say that. Loves to have fun. But let's not forget, this guy, when it comes down to the brass tacks, he is all business. A war veteran, a martial arts instructor, quite literally, Drake Braddock is built for combat.
Without a doubt, trained by our finest armed forces is Drake Braddock, and he's showing here he can take it to you anytime he wants to.
Nice elevation, pair of double leg drops. And Wallace is all out of sorts.
Come on, try to step up your game, lads. You got to step up your game.
And Sterling encouraging the gap.
Well, hey, he made this match. He wants it to see it be as competitive as possible.
Beautiful tilt-a-whirl satellite head scissor. And Paul, I'd be remiss to say that this war between Ryse and the Grindhouse, our former head of talent relations, Marcus Mann, has resigned, and that's what led Sterling to be the guest GM here tonight. Hooks the leg, bullet catcher finds two.
And I'll tell you what, he's really pushing to get that job on a permanent basis. Anybody that makes a match to shut these two idiots up is okay with me.
I hear you. Although at the same time, I'd be remiss that, this war between Ryse and the Grindhouse. I mean, Marcus has put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this promotion. A lot of things that happened behind the scenes, and he was driven to the edge. He cracked. He resigned.
Well, that's what Grindhouse wanted all along. They wanted to
and that's
destroy
why this
within.
war has to end tonight.
Well, Jim, it's going to end tonight, but let's remember, it can also not go quite the way we hope it does. Like I said before, we may all be on the unemployment line tomorrow if this doesn't go Ryse's way.
And you can see the continuity between #privilege, and that's what makes these two so damn irritating, because they are talented athletes. I'm never going to take that away from them. In fact, with everything that I've said about Dr. Dan and the Gavel David Wallace, I've never taken away from their wrestling ability.
No, they're just a couple of jerks. I mean, come on, I've made a lot of lawyers rich in my day. That's like, maybe I got a sore spot for them.
What the hell is Dr. Dan trying to sell now?
No idea.
Drake trying to rally here in the wrong part of town. And nice interception from Dr. Dan. Innovative backbreaker, plants the bullet catcher.
Now that was definitely a nice transition there by Dr. Dan. Again, we're not going to take away from them their athletic ability. You can't do that.
Phantom audio tag. Jeff Gorman would be proud of that call. Paul, if you can, speak to the interception we saw moments ago from Dr. Dan to isolate Drake Braddock in that half of the ring.
Well, we've talked about it many times. They draw that diagonal line down the center, make that the line of demarcation, if you will, and they keep Drake Braddock in their portion of it. And that's exactly what Dr. Dan did there.
And this is another wise strategy, because we know that Drake Braddock, we talked about it earlier, he's a ball of energy. At this point, the gavel looks to sap the energy from Drake Braddock.
Yeah, they're trying to ground him right now. If they keep him on the ground, keep him on that mat, they're going to eventually wear him down and try to get the victory here.
What a vertical leap from Wallace. He's very proud of himself.
I see that.
Sterling's not happy on the outside. I can't blame him. Paul, I got to ask you, what do you think Luthez would think of Jim Sterling?
I think Luthez would probably kill himself so he could roll over in his own grave.
Up and over. Miscommunication. Innovative tag.
Here comes Lewis. And Lewis is a proverbial house of fire here right now.
He is rolling. Lewis avoids the contact.
Drop kicks them both.
And this is why this Lamont Furnace crowd has really adopted Lewis.
They're right there, a big stiff right hand.
Tremendous tag team continuity here.
Yeah, that's something you wouldn't have seen a few months ago out of these two.
And man, Drake hits the floor hard. Interception from Dr. Dan.
Men trying to
look out
for position. He got him.
Drops Lewis right on the back of his head.
And out to the outside with that
diving cutter. That was big time impact. That got to be all. And somehow Lewis escapes. Paul, to your point, a man that is trademark tenacity all the way.
That's it. I call him many times the Ricky Morton of Ryse Wrestling.
I'm mumbling! Yeah. I don't mumble, I'm a lawyer!
Wallace elevates Lewis.
Looks like he may try to go for some form of a superplex here. But as we know, that second rope is not quite as it should be.
Look out. Dr. Dan hits the canvas.
As Wallace does. Military intelligence going to the top here. Codebreaker.
Beautiful. Senton hits it.
I think he's got him. And that's it.
What a matchup. What a victory.
Here are your winners as the result of a pinfall. The Mathlete, Lewis. The Keystone Soldier, Drake Braddock. Military.
Dr. Dan is very upset. This matchup is over. These cheap shots, completely unnecessary. And as the guest GM, Jim Sterling is going to have to get things under control.
Hold on now. It's a little more fleet of foot than you think he would be. And I think he just challenged both men to a duel.
Hey, I'm always down for a Simpsons reference, Paul. That's why I love you. I think he just paper cut everybody. Hey, with as eccentric as Sterling is, he's getting some things done, damn it.
I'm telling you.
He may be from another universe, he may be from another dimension, but hell of a call from Jim Sterling to put together this matchup. Military intelligence victorious.
And every victory puts them one step closer to the tag team championships, which I think that's exactly what military intelligence is looking for.
First to the ring, representing the main event, weighing in tonight at 200 pounds, from St. Louis, Missouri, he is the Iceman, Tony Johnson.
In honor of the late great Harley Race, I'm going to call it a native from St. Louis, Missouri. A young man that has really come into his own. The Iceman, Tony Johnson. You want to talk about the evolution of an athlete? The Iceman has taken his game to an entirely new level, but he has an entirely new challenge in front of him tonight.
One guy down in the white car.
Hey, Cleveland police investigators just searched the home.
Called one of the most dangerous cities in America. In Cleveland, the city's homicide.
And introducing his opponent.
As long as there's hate in your heart, there'll be hate in the world.
Weighing in tonight at 170 pounds. He is the Silver Teeth Satan, Atticus Cogar!
One of the most violent, one of the most aggressive, and one of the most dynamic young athletes anywhere in independent professional wrestling today, Atticus Cogar has made his return to Ryse.
This guy is straight out of an episode of Criminal Minds. He's that kind of scary.
This guy makes John Wayne Gacy look mild-mannered.
Scary music doesn't make you tough.
And I'm going to tell you what, Paul, the Iceman is a very cocky athlete. He's very talented, but I'm going to tell you what, he takes Atticus lightly. He's going to be looking up at the lights very, very quickly.
He'll be missing a few teeth while he's at it, too.
Atticus Cogar, a young man that overcame a very traumatic upbringing, has channeled all that hate, all that energy into the squared circle. Action continues here. Ryse Pro Wrestling, August 3rd of 2019. My name's Jim LaMar, being joined by Pittsburgh legend Paul Atlas for Atticus squaring off against the Iceman. And you want to talk about ice, look at the expression of Atticus Cogar.
Oh, this man is colder than the other side of the pillow, that's for sure.
Right? This is basic. Wrestling 101.
And I told you, you hesitate, Atticus will knock your lights out. Beautiful German, no bridge, all impact. Diving knee strike, and in the opening moments, the Iceman completely out of sorts here. But he's not safe out there.
Atticus Cogar, he doesn't care about headlocks or wrist locks. He just wants to hurt you.
A true kamikaze is Atticus Cogar. And now Johnson using Josh Main as a human shield leverage maneuver. Atticus out the back door, and he took his head off.
I think he broke the jaw of the Iceman with that one.
And if he didn't that time, he may have there. Finding 2.5. And Paul, I know that the Iceman, we've sung his praises for his athletic ability for the past 2.5 years, but I don't think that he was prepared for the violent equation that is Atticus Cogar.
No, I don't think he's never faced a man like this before. Pure hatred in a man's heart, and all he wants to do is physically decimate his opponent.
And that's the ring generalship of Tony Johnson. Atticus hesitated, and Johnson made him pay. And dropping a knee to the spine will help Johnson's cause as well. That'll slow you down if you're Atticus Cogar. And Paul, in your 25-year in-ring career, how do you prepare for someone like Atticus Cogar, who is quite literally willing to hurt himself to inflict damage on an opponent?
Well, like they say, you cannot win against an opponent who's willing to die for his cause. You got to be willing to die for yours as well.
Johnson trying to use his height to generate more leverage. And we're seeing him again focus on the back. That may be the only way to slow Atticus down. Back suplex. Plants Cogar down to the canvas again. Feet on the ropes. Referee Josh Main, a top-tier official, obviously isn't going to fall for that.
No. But, you know, I can't say that. I think Atticus actually enjoys this pain. You know, you talked about his upbringing. His upbringing was pure pain. So I really don't think this bothers him at all.
Pair of shots from Atticus, chopping Johnson down. And what an interception, twisting backbreaker, extra torque for extra impact by the Iceman.
That has to be it.
And did you notice Johnson made sure to deeply hook the leg? Johnson was in for a real harsh reality check. Not quite the bravado that he had in the opening moments of this contest.
He has definitely toned it down here now.
2, 3, 4.
And Johnson took all of that 5 count, make no mistake about it. Yeah, Paul, we saw Atticus successful in a matchup against Zach Thomas just a few months ago. You know, he's looking to build upon that to really put together a track record here in the Stronghold. But what a vertical suplex from Johnson, getting the utmost effectiveness from every maneuver. Wise ring generalship from Atticus. He knew where he was.
And once again, Tony Johnson tried to take advantage of that like we saw a few months ago against Jinx, but Josh Main was right on top of it this time.
Johnson looking to press forward here. I don't know if he wants to match strikes with Atticus, though.
No, I mean, come on now. The man has pure hate tattooed across his knuckles. That's all you need to know about the mindset of Atticus Cogar.
Johnson digging deep, trying to get the utmost effectiveness out of every maneuver. That's one of the reasons why Johnson is such a talented young athlete and willing to risk himself. He knows the serious situation he's in. But this hesitation, this showboating, is going to cost Johnson. Make no mistake about it.
Hey, you don't give Atticus Cogar a chance to take a breath.
What a knee strike, right on the chin, pinpoint precision. But an interception into the German. What a back and forth contest.
That was an amazing counter there by Atticus Cogar.
Pivotal point in this contest here, Paul. The first man to their feet will have a definitive advantage here.
Yeah, they've gotten up almost simultaneously.
Atticus, again like a kamikaze, launching himself at Johnson. And caught Johnson right on the end of the chin. The Iceman hangs on. Atticus getting over-aggressive at time. This time Johnson telegraphed it. That was nasty. A shot to the spine. Look out. Oh, man. I told you, Paul, this guy ultra aggressive, ultra violent.
He will kill himself to beat you, and that is a hard man to beat.
The Silver Teeth Satan is a very unique commodity in this. Look, oh man, look out.
All the way up to that top rope.
No water in the pool.
Oh, he rolled through it though.
And a release, half and half. Johnson on his neck again.
Oh, almost had him.
Damn, you don't get any closer than that.
Johnson's beside himself at this point. He doesn't know what he has to do to put Atticus Cogar away.
A jam-packed crowd here at the Stronghold. They are witnessing two young athletes just entering the prime of their career, giving everything they have. This is competition personified. And the feeling out process is over. It's down to fisticuffs.
Just straight right hands by Atticus Cogar, right to the side of the head of Tony Johnson. Look at him try to cover up.
Atticus could be going for a TKO here, Paul. Handspring.
He caught him that time.
Right to the temple. Atticus may be out cold. but he kicks out. I can't believe it.
Where does Atticus Cogar get that energy? This man will truly die for the cause. He is not going to take this match lightly. He's not going to give this match to Tony Johnson.
Look out here. Lucha pass. This time Johnson latches onto that rope for dear life. Back elbow racks Atticus. Go behind. Johnson again trying to hang on with everything he's got.
He's probably hanging on to the referee.
Standing switch. Oh man, short shot right to the mouth. The silver teeth Satan may be checking his teeth. And he got him. That quick, that impactful.
Here's your winner as the result of a pinfall, the Iceman, Tony Johnson.
Oh, I don't know if Atticus got caught in the mouth or the eye.
He's complaining about a thumb to the eye, it looks like, to Josh made. But nonetheless, a victory has it been made for Tony Johnson.
Our cameras from IndyWrestling.us certainly caught it, but by hook or by crook, after a hell of a contest, the Iceman continuing to rack up wins at Ryse. Cross, Edric Everhart, willing exceptions in the championship lineage of Ryse.
I've spent a lot of years in the tag team division of my career, held many championships, but let's face it, Jim, these two guys right now are the cream of the crop in Ryse.
The argument could be made that PB Smooth should be the Ryse Grand Champion right now. He had Matt Conard dead to rights, and it was System Elite interjecting themselves and costing PB Smooth his Ryse Championship.
And that brings us to where we are today. PB Smooth recruiting his partner, Tre LaMar, to come in here and try to give a little payback to System Elite for getting involved in that Grand Championship match.
And perhaps the greatest payback for PB Smooth would be to take the very championships that System Elite sold their souls for.
That's right. We've touched on this many a time. All this that's been going on in Ryse Wrestling with the Grindhouse, the tag team champions as well as the Grand Champion has distanced himself for that. They care about one thing and one thing only, and that's those tag team belts they're holding in their hands right now.
And you can see the animosity boiling over here immediately. Referee George Ross, the poor soul, selected to try to control this.
Introducing first the challengers at a combined weight of 450 pounds. He is larger than life, Mr. Fresh to Death, Pretty Boy Smooth, and his tag team partner, Tre LaMar, 40 Acres.
What a combination.
And introducing the champions at a combined weight of 446 pounds, Big Bad Ty Cross, and the new ugly Edric Everhart. They are the first ever Ryse Tag Team Champions, System Elite.
And the reception for System Elite sums up much of their reign as the first and only Ryse Tag Champions. Look out here! LaMar and PB Smooth completely blindsided before the bell. And PB runs over the tag champions. System Elite may finally have to pay for their sins here tonight.
Yeah, this is very personal for PB Smooth. Like we said, these two gentlemen cost him the Ryse Grand Championship, and he has not forgotten about that.
A System Elite sandwich, courtesy of PB Smooth.
Yeah, referee George better watch himself. He gets in the way, he's going to get run over like a 12-year-old in a drive-by.
You want to talk about dominance? Look at the way that PB is heaving System Elite around the ring.
He is a combination of speed, size, and agility as PB Smooth, and he's taking it to the champs pretty much all by himself right now.
Paul, I'm going to say it right now, one way or another, I believe we will be watching PB Smooth on national television someday.
I can't agree with you more. Tre LaMar setting something up here.
Highlight reel moment here. Look out! Tope Con Hilo
clears the top rope easily.
Athleticism personified is Tre LaMar. And Paul, it took mere moments for the Ryse tag titles to be in real jeopardy here. LaMar down under, up and over. Poetry in motion is Tre LaMar.
Yeah, he's got Edric Everhart rocking and reeling right now.
Everhart elevates LaMar. Beautifully done, just beautiful.
Look out, he got him here.
To watch his athletic ability is truly beautiful, Paul.
Without a doubt. For such a young man, new to this business, he is without a doubt one of the most athletic individuals I've seen so far.
Absolutely. Tre LaMar, much like PB Smooth, only really in the early few years of their careers.
And Edric might want to rethink things here.
Edric done messed up, Paul.
Yes, he done. And he's paying for it now. Oh, and there's one for Ty Cross's trouble, too.
LaMar is athleticism personified. PB Smooth may be dominance personified.
Well, for a man his size, for the athletic ability and the agility he has, it is absolutely amazing.
And Paul, a side note here, PB Smooth is not new to tag team wrestling. He is a former
absolute intense wrestling tag champion out of Cleveland. But LaMar just got dropped on his head. Nasty impact. And the complexion of this matchup changing very, very quickly here. And that's one thing that we have to say about System Elite. When it comes to tag team work, they are as good as anyone you're ever going to find, bar none.
Excellence personified in that ring. There's a reason they're the Ryse Tag Team Champions, and it's because they have all that ability.
And they may be the most strategic tag team in the tri-state area, as you're seeing right here, that front chantry preventing Tre LaMar from making the tag.
Hey, let's make no mistake about it. To win those championships, they beat the team in Ryse Wrestling, the undefeated team. Nearly 2 years, the main event went without losing a match until they ran up against System Elite in those finals. Hey, I don't care what you say about their attitude, that's something when you think about it.
And not only did System Elite defeat the main event, to this day, System Elite is the only team to defeat the main event in Ryse.
That's right.
LaMar's head bouncing off the canvas like a basketball that time. And look at how deliberate Ty Cross is, dropping the knee right to the side of the face.
Notice when he covers, too, not only does he hook the leg, but he rolls the body weight of Tre LaMar over top of his own shoulders as well, forcing LaMar to exude even more energy to get out of the pinfall.
And now the body lock is just going to squeeze and compress all the air out of LaMar.
Tre LaMar trying to fight his way out.
Interception, perfect ring placement. And LaMar kicked out. And LaMar is extremely talented, but he's in the wrong part of town with a tag team that can do it quite arguably better than anyone. And the reason why is because they have those championships.
Yeah, they're gonna attempt to wear down Tre LaMar now. Ground him, if you will. Keep him from being able to execute those maneuvers.
And let's not forget, it was just a few months ago, it was Tre LaMar answering the open challenge of Zach Thomas, and LaMar came within inches of winning that matchup. It took just one small slip that Thomas was able to capitalize upon. So Tre LaMar has already proved how competitive he can be.
Oh, he's one hell of a hot top prospect here. But you notice System Elite, what they've done here. They've taken the smaller man of the team and cut him off from PB
That's
Smooth.
no accident. That's no coincidence.
They're doing that as deliberate can be. They want to keep the big man out there on that outside of the ring at all costs.
Look at the leg here. They've had that plan since this matchup was announced. As soon as Ty Cross and Edric Everhart found out they were going to be challenged by PB and Tre, they started planning and plotting, make no mistake about it.
Oh, there's no two ways about that. Cut off the smaller guy, keep PB Smooth on that apron. If anybody's going to do damage to System Elite in this match physically, it's going to be PB Smooth just by virtue of his pure size and strength.
And again, we're seeing System Elite exploit the position of the referee.
They lure in PB Smooth and then go to work behind the referee's back.
Ty Cross shoots the half, gets just two. Paul, let's be honest here. We've sung the praises, rightfully so, of PB and Tre LaMar. Individually, Ty Cross and Edric Everhart are not as athletic or not as agile or have as much power as PB Smooth or Tre LaMar. However, collectively, System Elite as a team, and that's what this matchup is, a tag team matchup. Collectively, System Elite is at the top of the mountain.
Without a doubt, they've been doing this much longer than PB and Tre have. They've been up and down the road, and they've been up against all kind of opponents. They know what to do at any given moment in that ring.
I mean, quite frankly, and I don't mean this as a slight as much as I don't like their attitude. Individually, their characteristics are moot. That's not the point here. As a team, they are simpatico. They are continuity personified.
Right, and that's the name of the game, and that's what's written on those belts. Tag team champions.
And that's why they're tag champions, one way or another, because they work on this, not just the same page, not just the same sentence, they're reading the same word for word, inside those ring ropes.
You know, I've had my name beside a few tag team championships in my day, as we well know. But I'll tell you right now, this is the way you do it. You keep that man out of the way of his partner, you wear him down.
Beautiful payway kick by LaMar, but he inadvertently put himself further away from PB to make the tag. Can LaMar summon the energy to finally make the tag here?
He's got to dig down deep and get over to PB Smooth, or this matchup is going to be over very soon.
And he's got to get past Edric. Edric is going to try to roadblock LaMar here.
He's got himself positioned very well to try to keep Tre LaMar from getting this tag team partner.
Simultaneous tags.
Here comes Ty Cross. Cross just being pinballed by PB Smooth now.
Ty Cross went for shots to the back of the neck.
Yeah, but to no avail, apparently. Oh, some big Samoan drop. He's got him here.
And just barely did Ty Cross save those Ryse tag titles. A hell of a contest.
And I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to say this right now. Prime for prime, I think System Elite would have even gave the wrong crowd a run for their money. That's just how good these guys are. Tag team strategy.
Look out. Rolling elbow. Diving ace crusher. That's the teamwork we were talking about.
No. Can't keep the big man down.
And Edric Everhart cannot believe it.
A look of astonishment on the face of Edric Everhart right now. He doesn't know what to do.
They hit that combination absolutely perfectly. That was pinpoint precision. What else can they do? What else do they have to do to put the 7-foot PB Smooth down to the canvas?
They're trying to set something up here. Oh, big right hand. Oh, he caught him.
That's a knockout shot.
Edric Everhart is out cold.
Ty Cross is scurrying for his life.
Well, PB Smooth has something more to say about that, that's for sure. They're going to set him up here. Got him down. Tags Tre LaMar.
And the aerial artist looking to fly. Double stomp.
He's got him. Oh.
And just barely, you get no closer than that.
Edric Everhart at the very last minute making the save on his partner Ty Cross.
I knew this matchup would be competitive, but I didn't know it would be this competitive.
Nah, what's Edric doing here? I think he just told the referee to count him out. They're taking their ball. It looks like they're going to try to take their ball and go home.
No, we can't let them do this.
No, this can't end like this. Wait a minute now.
These two, they know they're in trouble.
Here comes PB right around.
Look out.
He's chasing them.
LaMar takes out Everhart.
Feeds him in now to the big man. Oh, that's it now. Here he goes. Got him.
Night.
Got him. Oh.
Paul, I don't know what's it going to take. How are we going to find a winner?
Ty Cross once again. Now it's Ty Cross saving Edric Everhart from the pin by PB Smooth.
This goes back to System Elite working on the same page, the same sentence, and the same word.
Oh, low bridge there.
And the big man got hung up, his height being used against him. And if Everhart wasn't knocked out before, he is now. He's seeing stars.
Ty Cross may be going for the thumb to the eye.
rolling elbow knocks PB off the apron. He goes tumbling to the concrete.
Tre LaMar trying to go up top.
Oh, man.
Right in the
Soccer
forehead.
kick.
Right in the forehead he caught him.
And whoa, blow. You gotta be kidding me.
Look out here.
Referee George never saw it. He was using the human shield.
No.
Damn it.
Not
Come
like
on.
Here are your winners, and still Ryse Tag Team Champions, Big Bad Ty Cross, and the new ugly Edric Everhart, System Elite.
After what should have been a stellar matchup, System Elite, the same way they won those championships, take a damn shortcut.
Well, at the end of the day, Jim, let's face it, as long as you walk out the champs, it really, in their minds, it doesn't matter how they do it.
In June, Keith Haught never tapped out. Keith Haught passed out from the pain. Just 2 weeks ago, Keith Haught had Matt Conard's shoulders down to the canvas. Conard kept the title on a technicality. Quite frankly, Matt Conard has yet to defeat Keith Haught in the stronghold, and if he wants to hold on to that championship, he's going to have to do it 2 out of 3 falls here tonight.
That's right. Not only has he got to pin the Bearcat once, but he's got to do it twice to retain the Ryse Grand Championship.
Introducing first the challenger, weighing in tonight at 238 pounds, hailing from where the wild things are, he is the Bearcat, Keith Haught!
He is about as unorthodox as you can get. The Bearcat, Keith Haught.
And introducing his opponent, from Derry, Maine, weighing in tonight at 215 pounds, he is the Ryse Grand Champion, the Reaper, Matt Conard!
Conard is a man that dedicates himself fully and entirely to being the Ryse Grand Champion.
You hear these fans chanting at Matt Conard cheated, but I'll tell you what, all Conard cares about is at the end of the day, he's still holding that belt.
Notice how reluctant that Conard is to even hand over the championship. Referee Josh Main assigned this contest. Of course, this Ryse Grand Championship matchup, 2 out of 3 falls, being brought to you by IndyWrestling.us, the Indie Wrestling Network, in association with Smart Mark Video. 2 out of 3 falls. We will find out truly who deserves to be the Ryse Grand Champion.
And there's our bell, and we're off.
And Paul, I'm going to ask you from Jump Street. You have been in 2 out of 3 falls matchups throughout your career. What strategy has to go into this matchup?
Well, here's the main thing right now. Let's remember, we don't get paid by the hour in that ring. You've got to not only pin your opponent once, but twice. So you want to try and get this out of the way as fast as possible. The longer this matchup goes, the more chances you have to maybe possibly slip up and lose a fall. But on the other hand, if you do slip up and lose a fall, there's always one more to try to come back from.
So really, it's a balance between pushing the pace and pacing yourself.
Exactly.
If you're Matt Conard, how do you approach the very tough equation that is Keith Haught?
He's got to find a way to finally get Keith Haught to either submit or to get his shoulders pinned on that mat. That's something Matt Conard has not been able to do to date. So I think if anybody is at a disadvantage, believe it or not.
Just like you said, Paul, Matt Conard was going to try to push the pace immediately.
He's not getting paid by the hour, but like I was trying to say is, Matt Conard's got to keep that in the back of his mind. He's got to pin this guy. He's got to find a way to do it right here, right now, tonight.
And we've talked about the tension in this building throughout the night. On a night where Ryse will collide with the Grindhouse. And again, now it's Keith Haught turnabout.
They're going to go move for move and try to go pinfall for pinfall here.
1, 2.
Letting Conard know he was that close. Being the fact that Matt Conard has yet to really defeat Keith Haught, that's in the back of Matt's mind right now. And believe it or not, that's going to put our champion at a disadvantage in this match because he's got to block that out. And he's got to put on everything he can do. And he's got to win this match. He just has to do it. He hasn't beaten Keith yet. And people are starting to doubt him.
Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Conard grabs wrist control. And now we may be seeing a shift in strategy. Conard may look to try to pace himself here. What an ankle pick from Keith Haught. Got the shoulders down.
Turn it right into a pinfall attempt.
Go behind by Keith.
Keith exhibiting a little bit of a speed and agility here that we've not seen before.
Yeah, he still has that very unique frame, but you can tell he's trimmed down somewhat. Obviously, he wants to add to his agility ahead of this matchup. And this may be the key for Matt Conard to try to rough up Keith Haught. And to your point earlier, Paul, Matt Conard may already be mentally frustrated with Keith Haught.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. 2 matches in 2 months and no clear-cut victory.
Crucifix pin.
I mean, when you continue to beat on a man and he keeps coming back at you, that plays on your psyche.
Leg trip, jackknife. Continue, Paul. Oh, man.
Almost lights out there for Keith.
Keith is on Dream Street. He ran right into that shot.
And as I said before, though, it looks like Keith Haught has added to his agility. I mean, we know how fast and how agile Matt Conard is. Keith Haught is seeming to try to play that same game. He's trimmed down. It looks like he's trained a little bit harder for this match. Keith really wants this grand championship, as does everybody in Ryse Wrestling.
Keith Haught, such a magnetic athlete.
He's got a connection with these fans like no other, that's for sure.
Shoots Conard in. Keith charges. Big collision in the corner. Keith Haught digging in the playbook already. Shoulders down.
You know, and I know Keith Haught loves his connection with the fans, but you know, this right here could cost him. He can't worry right now about the fans. Because to the other side of that effect, Matt Conard hasn't beaten Keith Haught, but Keith Haught, for the most part, legally, has not beaten Matt Conard either.
I'm not sure Keith wants to exchange shots with the Ryse Grand Champion. Reverse from Conard here. Keith hangs on. Leverage maneuver sends Conard to the apron. Oh, man, you heard that shot.
Yeah, Conard's shaking that out there. I think he injured that hand, though, in the meantime.
Look out, Conard gonna take a chance.
Overshot on that springboard.
Head kick. That may have caught Conard in the back of the head.
Crucifix.
Shoulders down. He got him.
First fall goes to Keith Haught. Man, if this was a regular match right now, we have
Haught has taken the first fall as the result of a pinfall.
Conard
is
back at him.
incensed.
Like I tried to say, though, if this was a regular match, we'd have a new Ryse Grand Champion right now. For the first time ever between Matt Conard and Keith Haught, we've had a decisive pinfall.
And it goes to the challenger. Could that be a precursor of what we're going to see as this matchup progresses?
So now, not only does Matt Conard got to beat Keith Haught, but he's got to beat him 2 straight falls to retain the championship. A lot of pressure on Matt Conard right now.
And think about what led to that. Wait a minute, cover here. Think about what led to that pinfall, Paul. Matt Conard took an uncharacteristic chance, tried to go high risk, not his wheelhouse, and he paid for it. That
Exactly.
shows you how desperate he is. He's willing to take that chance.
He's so desperate right now for a victory over Keith Haught, he actually cost himself a pinfall.
Shot to the spine. As technically sound as Matt Conard is, at this juncture, it's no finesse, all impact from the Ryse Grand Champion. Keith ducked his head, and there's a maneuver you made famous during your career, Paul.
Yeah, I spoke of it earlier, but right now the Ryse Grand Champion is at a complete disadvantage. He cannot make a mistake here. Let's face it, if Keith Haught makes a mistake and Conard catches a fall, this match continues. Conard makes a mistake and Keith catches the next fall, we've got a new champion.
And how often can you actually say that Matt Conard is at a disadvantage in a matchup?
And that's just how this whole series with Keith Haught has gone.
It's such a rarity that you ever see Matt Conard at any disadvantage. He's that top tier, he's that polished. But Keith Haught may be his kryptonite. Series of shots to the chest.
Laying them in now to the champion.
And you can tell Keith is just hitting another gear. He knows it's his chance, and it may be his night.
He knows what's on the line right now, and all he needs is one more quick fall on Matt Conard, and he walks out of here with the title.
Keith charges. Conard avoids the contact. And vicious body shots in the corner. Conard, such a physical champion.
Just powered Keith Haught over into that suplex. Yeah, but Conard's holding his back too as well.
Hooks both legs.
I'm not sure, but I think Conard twisted his back trying to get Keith Haught over for that suplex.
Yeah, that lumbar region is the most susceptible spot to damage in the back. I believe you're right, Paul. Conard very gingerly at this point. And just listen.
Yeah, if you listen right now, though, Conard's shots are not landing as solid. He's finding a hard time twisting into those shots. I think the champ's injured his back.
And look at Conard's chest. You want to know how important that Ryse Grand Champion is? Look at these two athletes giving it everything they got. And referee Josh Main, Conard using him as a shield. Josh gets sandwiched, and clearly we need another official out here. Bicycle kick, blindsides Keith.
On last month. But this time it's Conard with no referee to make the count.
Yeah, turnabout, fair play. And quite frankly, it's Conard's own fault. He used Josh Main as a shield.
He pulled the ref in front of Keith Haught now. What's he doing now here?
And Josh Main is hurt. Conard has the championship.
That's out again. We've seen this before. Wait a minute.
Oh, come on, Josh.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Wait a minute. Paul, clearly we've seen what happened. I know there's no...
Matt Conard has taken the second fall as a result of a disqualification.
That's despicable. No, look out! Oh, no, not like this.
A la the late, great Eddie Guerrero, Matt Conard steals a fall from Keith Haught here.
Paul, I know there's no instant replay, but we shouldn't let that stand. Nasty neck breaker.
Is our GM watching a monitor back there?
Well, the matchup continues. The fall has been decided. So essentially, we're in sudden death here, Paul. The next,
all on the line, one apiece.
The next decision will determine who is the Ryse Grand Champion. And again, Matt Conard proving that he will sink to any low to retain that chip. Excuse me, to retain that championship.
You're taking this a little hard there, Jim. Settle down.
Well, damn it, Paul. It's a Ryse Grand Championship matchup.
I understand where you're coming from. You're right.
And Keith Haught is getting shafted here.
His fans now attempting to get under the skin of Matt Conard.
Keith trying to create some space. Conard like a pit bull, latching on, pressing the advantage.
Yeah, these fans a moment ago were trying to get under his skin. This is where Conard's got to block it out, because now anything can happen at this point. The next person to catch a fall is going to be our champion. Beautiful Samoan drop.
Keith Haught using all his weight to his advantage there. And the Bearcat gonna take a home run swing.
He's going for it all, as he should. This is all about the championship right here, right now.
Oh man, Keith got caught. I believe that shot was the back of the neck, and this is high risk here.
Yeah, Conard's up there on that rope with him as well, trying to execute a superplex.
This is very, very dangerous, Paul. Look out! Oh, wow. Man, the bodies ricochet off the canvas.
I've said it before. I think Matt Conard injured his back earlier in this match, but that took as much out of him as it did Keith Haught.
Gets an arm over, but Keith Haught kicks out. That's all guts.
Conard grabbing that lower back again. I believe Matt Conard doesn't know what he's going to have to do right now to beat Keith Haught.
Oh, he's losing his mind.
Yeah, he's pulled out all the stops here, and Keith Haught just keeps coming at him.
I think Conard is trying to convince himself here. And the Bearcat is fired up.
He's in full force here tonight. Look out.
Oh, man. Back elbow and a kick to the side of the head.
To no avail, though. Keith Haught coming back stronger.
Paul, I said it earlier. Conard. Oh, look out. Lariat takes his head off.
No, not even a 1 count on that one. Look out.
Keith Haught will not be denied.
He is fired up at this point. He desperately wants that championship, and he is not going to go away easily.
Keith may be the kryptonite for Matt Conard.
He is just bouncing the champion around this ring like nothing. Oh, here we go. Lateral press.
Conor's down. No.
Just that close. Matt Conard I don't think he knows where he's at right now. He's on Dream Street. Keith Haught relentlessly going back at it, as he should.
Keith Haught giving everything he has.
Conard missed.
German suplex drops the champion.
Just planted him on the back of his head. The Bearcat's going for it all now. He's completely fired up and ready to go.
It may be the destiny for Keith Haught to walk out of this building Ryse Grand Champion. Look out.
Keith fights his way out.
Keith countered. Headbutt right to the point of the jaw. New champ.
We got him. He has to have him here. You don't get any closer. That was about 1/8 of an inch from that hand hitting.
How did Conard kick out?
But this is the reason he is the Ryse Grand Champion.
And at this point, Keith Haught may be questioning himself.
Yeah, now Keith's going to have to try to dig down deep here.
He's going to have to take a risk. He's going to have to take a chance.
Keith's calling for that superplex of his own now.
Paul, but he inadvertently told Conard what he plans here.
But I don't know. Conard might be out of it enough that maybe he didn't hear it.
Oh, look out.
He's got the champ hooked.
Can hear those shots. Conard avoiding danger here. But now it's Keith Haught in a very precarious position.
Where's he going? What's he going? Looks like he's trying to get him for a power bomb here. Haught's blocking it.
Oh, look out!
He's going for it all here. Look out! Crushing the chest of Matt Conard.
Keith is going to do it, Paul. Keith is going to do it.
Oh, ring positioning. Ring positioning.
Inches away. Inches made the difference that time.
Matt Conard, as dazed as he is, knew exactly where he was in that ring, able to grab onto that bottom rope.
Paul, these fans have jam-packed the Stronghold, and they are seeing a classic championship contest here. There are many great matches in the history of Ryse, and we are seeing the latest edition right here. Wait a minute, interception from Conard. Kick to the collarbone. Keith may be out. No.
Paul's even closer.
I'm exhausted.
That's like a 30-second.
I'm exhausted calling this thing, Paul.
You hear it now, the chance at Matt Conard that he cannot beat Keith Haught. And that is definitely getting to our champion right now.
And again, this may be Conard trying to convince himself as opposed to trying to convince this crowd.
Let's face it, right now, as of right now, he has only beaten him once.
Look out!
Counter for counter. Keith Haught keeps coming back.
Inside cradle. Paul, we are coming within inches of deciding the fate of the Grand Championship.
Oh, he caught it, but he didn't catch all of it.
That may have dislocated Conard's shoulder.
Conard trying to mock Keith Haught now.
And this may be the ultimate mistake for Conard. And the ultimate opportunity for Keith Haught.
Wait a minute.
Oh, look out. He's got him in that top wrist lock.
He's got it locked in tight here.
That's a version of a head and arm choke. He's going to try to choke Keith out.
And Keith's got to watch his shoulders here. Haught's worked his way out of it now, though.
Oh, no. Keith
reversal.
Keith countered. Can he make the cover?
Is countered.
How in the world is this happening?
Keith Haught has counter for counter with Matt Conard. Each and every attempt he has countered and he has gotten out of. This has got to be deep into the head of Matt Conard right now.
And the Bearcat
going up again. Big
he got
splash.
squashed.
Big splash off the top.
But look at Conard seeking the safety of the outside.
Wrestling equivalency of a timeout. Matt Conard knowing exactly where he is in that ring. Keith going right out after him, though. He knows he cannot win this championship with
Conard
on the outside.
back. He has to get Conard back in the ring. He has to.
A count out will not do it.
If Keith Haught wants to be the Ryse Grand Champion, he's going to have to take the title from Conard.
What's he trying to do here? Don't tell me he's going to try and suplex him to the floor. That's concrete out there.
This is very, very dangerous here. And now Keith is very precariously on that apron.
Now this is getting
Paul, I'm very concerned here. What does Conard have in mind?
I don't know. Is Keith Haught out of it? He looks out on his feet right now.
What is Matt? Paul, again, they're above the concrete.
Yeah, I know. And, technically, Conard could lose by a count out and retain the championship, but I don't think he wants to.
Oh my God!
Right on that ring apron, and there is no padding there. That's just a steel frame that he just slammed him down on.
That was a dull, sickening thud, and that was the body of the Bearcat. And I can't tell if Keith is moving or not. But it's got to be academic from here.
At this point,
his spine racked off the apron.
Wait a minute. Keith Haught getting in under the gun. Look out, covered by Conard.
And he is forcing Keith to extricate the energy to kick out each and every time.
Think about what's got to be going on in Conard's head right now. He has done everything, underhanded or not, that he could do tonight, and Keith Haught is still coming back.
This is psychological warfare as much as it's physical warfare. But that may be the shot that takes Keith out. And Conard retains.
Here's your winner, and still Ryse Grand Champion, the Reaper, Matt Conard!
Love him or hate him, the bottom line is this: Matt Conard just beat Keith Haught. 2 falls straight, 2 out of 3 falls.
Say what you want, though. Keith Haught has more than proven himself a worthy contender. We have not seen the last of Keith Haught in the championship picture. I will guarantee you that. And apparently our GM has something to say here.
Clap, clap, clap. Mr. Conard.
It's Conard.
Mr. Conard. Congratulations are in order, champion. But I think anyone who's followed your championship career can tell you that so far you've been a bit of a naughty boy. A bit of a dirty boy. A little bit of a cheater. If the chance at the beginning were anything to go by. Is that what this individual, this terrestrial pedestrian is? Well, you know, Mr. Conard, it's not that you cheat. It's that you're so uncouth about it. Your malevolent malpractice is mediocre. And more importantly, I didn't approve it. In the Silver Age, cheating is permissible if the Queen permits it. So here's what we'll do, Mr. Conard. We're going to have another little match for you on September the 7th. From 205 Live to the Ryse Stronghold. Sterling, the super heavyweight super villain, the Star Eater, brings to you.
Get on with it!
Your wish is my command, sir. Roll the video. Enjoy your match, my boy. And next time you want to cheat, you ask the super villain.
Well, the new GM is shaking stuff up around here, isn't he?
September 7th. A national and international superstar, Colin Delaney, could be the very next Ryse Grand Champion.
And Matt Conard looks a little distraught, to say the least, about that announcement.
despicable thing we've ever seen in Ryse.
Were you up by the monitor? Oh, so you saw everything.
You're a smart man and a stupid one, too.
Now, wait a minute! We're the Grindhouse! We are villains! We are horror!
What the Grindhouse is dangerous. People have called them out, you get hurt.
We're in the villain business! We're in the killing business!
Has caused havoc everywhere they've gone in Ryse.
I want Grindhouse. I don't care if it's Noir. I don't care if it's Doe. I don't even care if it's Megan.
I will give you what you want. But be careful when you ask for things like this.
Badger has wanted to get her hands on Megan Myers for the past several months.
No! Dad!
I hired you to outsmart these people, Marcus. I did this for nearly 2 years. It became more about Brandon K. the wrestler than Brandon K. having my back.
No, life isn't full of heroes, because heroes die.
We are terror!
Grindhouse, you want a war? I will answer! You like to persecute every month.
Let you know the team that's going to end you.
Honey Badger, Lee Moriarty, the main event, Ganon Jones Jr. and Edric Davis. We were forgotten when I turned her over. When I saw something that scared even me. She liked it because a real man finally touched her right.
We're on the urge of an eruption.
I don't care. Let Brandon K. tear him apart.
I'm gonna break every bone in your little body. You'll never walk again.
August 3rd, I hope Brandon ends Doe's career.
I say we let them kill each other.
Don't cry your little tears for me. Cry them for everybody else and rise because the world is ending!
It is now time for our feature presentation. The rules for this contest are as follows. 2 competitors will begin the matchup. Once 5 minutes have elapsed, a new competitor for each team will begin to enter. Competitors will enter every 2 minutes until each competitor has entered the match. Once all competitors are present, the contest will be one fall to a finish. Introducing first, he is the leader of the Grindhouse, hailing from 42nd Street and weighing in tonight at 275 pounds. He is Shirley Doe.
You are looking into the eyes of evil as the mastermind behind the manipulative Grindhouse has prepared himself for war. The nearly year-long war between Doe's Grindhouse and Ryse will erupt tonight, August 3rd of 2019. And I don't mind telling you, I will not be an impartial broadcast journalist. I'm gonna say it right here. Shirley Doe is a heartless bastard, and I hope that we see the end of Doe here tonight. But I also shudder to think what happens to Ryse if Doe is the last man standing here.
Introducing his opponent. Hailing from Dunbar, Pennsylvania, he is the captain of Team Ryse, weighing in tonight at 197 pounds, first class, Brandon K.
He has the ultimate motivation. Shirley Doe assaulted Christy K, the wife of Brandon K.
And Jim, that moment took this from business to personal in about 60 seconds flat.
And only second to that is that Shirley Doe wants to end Ryse. The culmination of Brandon's nearly 20-year career, the passion that he poured into this project, is all on the line here.
And I don't mind saying it, I hope he kills Shirley Doe here tonight.
Now wait a minute, all of a sudden when things are one-on-one, Doe's gonna beg off?
Yeah, well, I don't see Brandon letting that happen. As you see, he's going right after him. Don't let up on him, kid.
And let's not forget, it's a 5-minute opening period.
That's right. They can beat the hell out of each other for 5 straight minutes before anyone else is coming down into this match.
And this matchup will not end until every competitor has entered this matchup. 2-minute intervals following this 5-minute opening period.
That's right, war game style rules. This is just going to be a fight until everybody's in there. Then we're going to actually start the match.
And what we don't know is who is the mystery partner of the Grindhouse.
Yeah, they've done real well in keeping that under their hats right now. And you know, we know Marcus Mann quit as head of talent relations, but I'm sorry, I think Marcus dropped the ball on that one.
And you know that these shots that Brandon can deliver to Doe have to be the most satisfying shots of Brandon's 2-decade career.
Oh, I think all he sees every time he hits Doe is Doe planting the head of Christy K into that mat in the center of the ring.
And Brandon stomping on the bridge of the nose. And let's make no mistake about it. Shirley Doe deserves all of this and 1,000 times more for the sins that he's committed against Ryse.
And Brandon, he's always been one to kind of play by the rules, but this is no disqualification. So yeah, he's playing by the rules right now.
And look at Brandon cinch up on that choke.
You know this has got to be satisfying for Brandon K to just feel the life going out of Doe as he chokes him against that rope.
And referee Nick Davidson trying to keep some semblance of order.
Yeah, well,
but I'm sorry, Nick. This ain't the night.
Yeah. Step aside and let him at it.
And Paul, I got to tell you, as Doe's obviously going to take over here, I am very, very concerned about what could happen to Ryse pending the outcome of this matchup.
Yeah, this place could be a parking lot tomorrow.
I mean, Doe he's stated publicly his goal is to end Ryse.
I'm gonna take this kid to school.
You know, Doe he's vile. He's repulsive. That's what Shirley Doe is. And I've said it before. I don't care about being an impartial announcer in this juncture. I hope that Brandon K tears Doe apart. Oh, wait a minute, we've got a countdown here.
The next member of one of these two teams will be in. We're going to see who has the advantage throughout now.
We know by the music that's Derek Direction, and he's another no-good bastard.
Team Grindhouse.
He is a representative of the Grindhouse.
Yeah, I hope he ends your career. Yeah, you're a no-good bastard.
By way of Cleveland, Ohio, Derek Direction.
You know, Derek Direction wants to come over here and threaten me. Let me tell you something, pal. Your problem is in the ring. But Paul, the bottom line is this. One way or another, Brandon, he's at a real disadvantage here, obviously.
Grindhouse is obviously going to have the advantage throughout until everyone gets in here.
And quite frankly, now I'm very concerned for Brandon's well-being.
Yeah, he's in there with two sadistic psychopaths right now. There's no two ways about that.
And Paul, you know as well as I do that if the Grindhouse can end 1 or 2 or 3 or everybody, all of their careers in this matchup, they'll do it.
Oh, no doubt about it. It was just totally going to change the complexion of Ryse Wrestling moving forward one way or another. None of these men are getting out of this the same as when they went in. And there's the numbers game right there.
Cuts Brandon off, hooks him right around the throat with the clothesline.
Hey, Mario, this is for you, you loser of the
And look at Doe trying to break the fingers of Brandon K. And I'm sorry to say it, Paul, but somebody from Team Ryse has to get out here as soon as this period expires, because Brandon's taking a beating right now from 2 merciless, heartless individuals.
Yeah, and I'm sure they said they were going to flip a coin in the back to see which team got the advantage. With Grindhouse around, I'll guarantee you they used a 2-headed coin.
But Brandon's going to fight. The totality of Brandon K's 20-year career stands within Ryse, and that's at risk right now.
Yeah, Brandon called this his retirement tour. He may be going into retirement a lot sooner than he thought after this match.
And finally, the odds are going to be evened up, but who is it?
Yeah, but I don't know how even they're going to be, though. Brandon's down right now, down and out.
Introducing the next competitor, representing Team Ryse from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Tiger Style, Moriarty.
When you're fighting a war, you need an apex of combat.
And here comes Lee, the proverbial house of fire, trying to take the advantage back to Team Ryse.
And the very first Ryse Grand Champion is defending his home turf. And now Moriarty, at least for the time being, is going to have to try to fend off both Doe and Derek by himself.
Yeah, until Brandon can get back on his feet, which he is now.
And notice when it's an even playing field, the Grindhouse doesn't fare very well. Oh, Brandon ducked his head, got caught with a knee. Buckle bomb,
right.
Brandon's neck snaps against that buckle. It's nasty. Brandon may be hurt, Paul.
Yeah, his neck snapped back. Look
Oh,
out
look out.
here!
Oh, God!
Man. Using Lee as a weapon.
Keep in mind, Paul, everyone has to be in this matchup.
This match cannot end. Derek Direction cannot end this match right now.
And Brandon launched himself in Direction.
We're mere seconds away from advantage Grindhouse, though.
Oh, God. And this psychopath is going to come out here.
Yeah, this is a bit nuts. Here comes this crazy-ass chick.
Introducing next, representing the Grindhouse, she is the Black Rose, Megan Myers.
Oh, look out. Hurricane Rana. And immediately Myers makes an impact. The Black Rose that grew from the macabre garden of the Grindhouse.
Brandon, it don't matter. She's a woman hitter anyway.
It's war. You can't have a conscience in war. And unfortunately, again, Ryse finding themselves at a disadvantage. And you want to know how damn crazy Meg Myers is? She's going to let herself be used as a weapon. Paul, this is getting nasty.
Yeah. But these are the rules of the game. Grindhouse gets the advantage here every 2 minutes. Doe and Direction are just wearing Lee Moriarty out in that corner.
And look at Doe stomping on the collarbone of Lee Moriarty. And the pleasure that's on Meg Myers' face from seeing this carnage is damn disturbing.
This chick is crazier than crazy. She takes crazy to a whole new level.
The odds are going to be evened up here shortly, Paul.
Introducing the next competitor, representing Team Ryse, Honey Badger!
And the Rabid Badger is here.
And she goes right for Doe, right for Myers, now one for Direction.
Badger will back down from nobody. Badger's going to hit anybody in striking distance.
Yeah, she's knocking them all on their asses right now. Look out!
The fiercest female in Ryse is here to even things up.
And she just caught Meg Myers with that stunner. And one for Derek Direction for good measure.
Now, how do you like that, pal? Take that with you, you
that
bastard.
Shirley Doe. It's his turn now.
Oh, look out.
Oh.
Brandon launching himself in Doe. And Paul, they're starting to spill out everywhere.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, the ring, this building may not contain this.
I don't know where the hell they're going, but I'm damn nervous. And Moriarty off the wall.
Doe and Brandon fighting their way up the alleyway here.
Wait, where's...
And
Doe and Brandon have just fought out into the lobby.
They just have gone out into the lobby. They're completely out of our... Meanwhile, down by the ring, everybody's just... It's like a car crash out here.
Wee's perched. Wee's measuring direction.
Honey Badger wearing Derek Direction out on that outside. Look out, here comes Lee.
And the Black Dragon is going to tear the Neon Tarantino apart. This matchup may end up looking like a Zapruder film by the time we're done here.
Honey Badger taking it to Megan Myers now inside the ring.
Where the hell did Direction go?
Not sure. Did he leave the building? down about 2 members of each team right now. As I don't know where the hell Doe and Brandon went.
Introducing the next competitor, representing the Grindhouse. He is the Bayou Scarecrow, Christian Noir.
He has no conscience and he has no soul. He has no fear and he just blinded the Badger. Immediately, Noir blinding the Badger.
And right now, as crazy as this sounds, it is not an advantage to Grindhouse. It's 2-on-2 right now. I don't know where Derek Direction went. Doe is out of the picture. Brandon's out of the picture.
And Badger, she can't see, Paul.
No, there goes Noir. He's biting on her.
Was he biting her ear?
A little Mike Tyson action going on. And I don't know where Direction came from, but he's back in the picture now.
Wait a minute.
Anybody got an idea on where Doe and Brandon ended up?
Wait, now they're in the seats. Direction and Moriarty are in the seats, and they're exchanging punches. And you can hear the smack, flesh on flesh, bone on bone.
They're about to kill each other out here, and I don't care.
Wait, Badger was able to clear her eyes finally. Noir just got posted, and good for him.
Where's Meg Myers in all this?
She's over here.
Look out, she's about to be used as a battering ram again.
Now, wait a minute, Paul. We've got another entry. We're going to find out who was the mystery partner for the Grindhouse.
Wait a minute, I think we're at Ryse here now. Yes, it's going to be one of the members of the main event, apparently.
Introducing the next competitor, representing Team Ryse. He is the All-Star, Ganon Jones Jr.
The main event have been cornerstones of Ryse Pro Wrestling. Ganon Jones Jr. is one of the most talented athletes I've ever
cleaning
seen.
house. Look out! See you later, Derek.
And Paul, I'm so damn confused. It was a Team Ryse member. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I'm very upset.
I get that.
This is damn crazy out here.
I mean, we're missing members of this match. We don't know where some are here, some are there.
And this was the only way this war could end. It had to be chaos. And now I'm assuming we'll find out.
That was a quick 2 minutes. Don't get a hold of the timekeeper or something while he ran out of here.
Who knows what's going on? But now who's it going to be?
Introducing the next competitor, representing the Grindhouse, Chris Stark.
Paul, I know this guy. Chris Stark. He's a psychological mess. He fits in right in with the rest of these guys. This guy is nuts.
I've never seen him before, but I'll tell you right now, it looks like he's going to take it to him all right now. This was the ace up the sleeve of the Grindhouse, apparently.
Paul, this guy is psychologically gone. He is notorious within the wrestling business for being completely unbalanced. And there was no way for Ryse to prepare for this guy. If you want to talk about how unbalanced Chris Stark is, he's going after Ganon Jones Jr.
I mean, I don't
with
think
no hesitation.
We've never seen Ganon Jones with those heavy right hands. Anybody just kind of stand there and face off with him. And Ganon is now nose to nose with this guy.
And he's getting the better of this exchange. I can't believe it. And that was a nasty headbutt.
I think that did as much damage to Ganon as it did to Chris Stark. This is going to be our last competitor here. We know exactly who this is. It's the big man himself.
Our final competitor, representing Ryse, the meta-human, Duke Davis.
Ladies and gentlemen, the meta-human is back in house at Ryse, and he is about to kick some serious ass.
All competitors have officially entered the match. It is now one fall, 2-man finish.
The meta-human is here, and the matchup just changed.
Yeah, I don't know if Stark was ready for that one. Look out, baby.
And Stark just got bull rushed. Welcome to Ryse, pal. It is officially our feature presentation.
These guys have been going at it for 20 plus minutes, and we are now officially underway.
Grind versus a lookout. Duke doesn't see Noir. He does now.
Oh, and there goes Noir. Ganon's checking out the play here. And Ganon just field goal kicked Noir right between the eyes.
Nothing against Boswell, but I think we need to sign Ganon Jones. And I hope the meta-human destroys Derek Direction.
I'm loving it.
And Paul, let's remember, a fall can officially happen. The Grindhouse versus Ryse is officially underway.
And, okay, now it's Meg Myers' turn, I take it.
Oh,
look
God!
Out. Just spiked her.
Myers got sent up into the lights.
Duke checking out the plays again.
Wait a minute. Doe just stumbled out here. But where's Brandon? There's Brandon.
He's coming up right behind him. Look out.
Low bridge on the main event. They hit the floor. Where's Moriarty? I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen Honey Badger either. What's going on here? There's been so much going on, we've kind of lost track of some of these competitors.
Paul, I can't keep up with this.
And right now, I mean, as far as in the ring, we got Doe and I guess a dead Megan Myers because she hasn't moved. And we got all kind of action going on out on the floor.
Derek's going at it with Duke. Wait, Doe's got a chair. Oh, look out. No. Off the spine.
Just laying out Brandon K. What was that? I just heard a bell. I heard a bell.
No. Nothing stops us today, Doe. Not a technicality and not a DQ. This match is no DQ. And you're going to restart this son of a bitch. And you're going to get what's coming to you.
Paul, I think Doe was looking for an escape plan.
Yeah, well.
He was trying to get out of here. He tried to get himself DQ'd to get out of here. And a super kick.
Just caught him right in the head with that chair.
And Noir takes out Brandon.
There's the Honey Badger. Look out. Derek Direction trying to eye up the shot, I guess.
Wait a minute. Badger doesn't see Stark.
He's up on top with that chair again.
Oh, no!
nailed her. Just nailed her.
Badger got hit right in the top of the head with that chair. Pile driver again, right on the top of her head. Oh my
gosh. Wait a minute. Christy K's coming out here.
Paul Gina's hurt. Paul, he hit her right in the back of the head.
We got to be afraid for Honey Badger right now, but what is Christy K doing out here?
Paul, this has gone too far.
Yeah, you guys might want to turn around, you two idiots.
Paul, Gina's being carried out of here.
Yeah, she's out of it. She's out of this match. But the main event, they're wearing out Derek Direction and Chris Stark right now.
Stark hit her right in the head. Direction gets his spine realigned. And Paul, Gina's being carried out of here. She's unconscious.
She's got to be out of it right now. We got security coming down the ring. This thing is just.
Paul, what the hell's going on? Look out!
The metahuman flies. Lee Moriarty flies. There's bodies everywhere. I mean, this thing's like a car crash. I can't even see what's going on anymore here.
Paul, I'm gonna tell you the best I could see.
And wait a minute, those got a stack of chairs in the ring now. What the hell is going on here?
Nearly this entire building is standing.
Brandon's got dough.
With Badger out of here, Team Ryse is at a disadvantage again.
One person down. Brandon K right now, he's got Shirley Doe trapped up there. Derek Direction trying to sneak in there.
No, look out.
Yeah, he just drug Brandon down off that rope. Wait a minute, they're gonna try to spike pile drive Brandon K. What's going on here? Christy K.
Fire!
The fireball from
She
Christy
just
K.
threw fire in Doe's face! And that son of a bitch
I'm
deserves
telling
it!
you, I'm loving this right now.
Doe is
blind, and I'm loving it. Look out.
Brandon's got the
yeah.
chair.
There's a home run shot.
And he just took Doe's head off.
He's going for the K driver. Right on the chairs.
Cover. He got
it. Ryse prevails.
As a result of a pinfall, Ganon Jones Jr., Duke Davis, Honey Badger, Lee Moriarty, and Brandon K. Team Ryse.
It was a war. It was a war with casualties.
The fireball from Christy K was the final nail in Doe's coffin. Team Ryse has prevailed. And there's the boss and his lady standing tall for Ryse Wrestling.
Ryse has survived. Brandon K has exorcised the demon of Shirley Doe.
Oh, wait a minute.
And Direction just low blow Doe. Oh, look out. No.
Here now.
And Direction just spiked Brandon.
And now he's trying to sneak out the side door like the bastard that he is.
Paul, we need help for Brandon.
He's
I don't give a damn what happens to Doe. We need help for Brandon.
He's hurt. He's hurt bad.
Doe may have been destroyed, but direction.
And I can't believe it, but somehow Grindhouse found a way to stick it into Ryse one last time.
Paul, it has been an emotional night. I think we have to sign off. Team Ryse victorious, but what shape will Brandon K be in? For IndyWrestling.us, my name's Jim Amato. We'll see you back in the Stronghold September 7th. Stomp Out Cancer, August 18th. I'm sorry, August 16th. Ryse Wrestling back here, Stronghold, September 7th. We'll see you next time.
Hello, man.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.